Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
その時現代の黒い悪魔が結界内に舞う崩壊するな領域の三者間操作
Hey guys, I hope that fuck, I'm cramping already. I hope that intro wasn't too jarring for you guys. Today I'm gonna just talk about the Larpdai Colony episode. You guys probably don't care, but I was supposed to make this shit like a week ago. Really, I was supposed to make it when the episode came out, but who cares? For one, I think this is overhyped as fuck. I think it's an overhyped anime finale. I saw them promoting this shit like it was a fucking movie. They were promoting this shit more than they were promoting fucking JJK Zero. I didn't even watch their movie. Shit, call me a JJK LARPer, alright? For like, honestly, I don't care. I watched season 1 twice, and I still didn't really care that much about the show. Like, don't get me wrong, I know it's a good show. Overall, it's a great show. But for some reason, I just don't care for it. I don't get it. I didn't start actually giving a fuck about the show until season 3, right? And you want to know a realization I've come to on why that is? Because of the overhype and the expectations. You guys treat this show like it's gospel, and you say how nobody's gonna be ready for this, and how this that there is all good, bro. When I was first hearing about JJK, they were talking about this shit like it was the most amazing shit ever, and it's just not. I like the show, and it's good, and I get why people like it so much. But if I would have, I'll tell you this: if I would have just seen the show at face value without having heard anybody hyping this shit up, it probably would be one of my favorite animes, but it's not, because you guys can't keep your fucking mouths closed. Spoiler warning, because I'm actually a good guy. There's probably a lot of fucking people that have spoiled Gojo's death. I don't even know if that's a spoiler anymore. Probably most people that indulge in JJK know that Gojo is dead, right? I don't know any anime only that doesn't know that, because you guys just, you spew everything that you can about the fucking story. And season 3 was the only season that I knew nothing about. Like, I knew nothing about that season, so I was actually excited to see what was going on, and the season was good. And then here y'all come waddling through, and you're talking about how Larpdai Colony is gonna be this big shit, and it's a domain clash, and it's a 3-way domain. And you know what? For good reason, I was actually hyped about that shit, because it's a 3-way domain clash. That shit's gotta be hyped. That shit's gonna be crazy. It's 3 people in one singular domain, right? How's that shit gonna go? Right? They're all popping that shit at the same time? Yoichi Tenkai! Or whatever the fuck their hand signs are. That shit is hard, bro. So I'm thinking, like, okay, this is actually finna be a good episode, and they're fucking promoting this shit like it's gospel. The fucking manga creator, Gege Akutami, this nigga came out of retirement to fucking draw a goddamn little poster just for the Larpdai Colony. Just for that one episode. Not a season, not a movie, just an episode. There are potholes and shit. Had fucking Uro and Ryu, or no, they didn't have Uro, I don't think. They had the fucking ant. They had Kurorushi on the pop hole. Look, I don't have that much bad to say about it. I will say this one last thing that is bad, though. The domain clash itself was ass. That shit was not good. That shit was not good, bro. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna hate me for this, but that shit was not good. Like, whoever the voice actor was for Ryu, what the fuck is going on? Why are we whispering? Right? Like, I was expecting to hear, Yoi Senkai, right? Like, all 3 of them yelling except for Yuta. But I heard Yuta the most out of all of them. Why the fuck do Ryu and Uro have their mouths wide open for what have you? I could hardly hear them, right? And don't get me wrong, yes. It also has to do with the timing. Like, why were they on screen for a good, like, 2 seconds just not saying anything, but their mouths are wide open, like, ah... Right? And it like zooms in, and then like it zooms in on their eye and they finally say it. Why don't we get to see their mouths moving while they say it? That would have hit way better if you just had them say it when we first see them on screen. Like, if they would have did like a boom, 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 Yoichi Tenkai, you know? That's what I was expecting. right? But hey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I am a LARPer. Hey, like I said, I don't have too much bad to say about this episode because the episode itself was really good. I just wish they didn't overhype it. I just wish they didn't have this shit all over fucking signs and all over like Sendai in Japan, I guess. I wish I hadn't seen anything about this episode and I just kept to myself and watched it when it finally came out, right? Because when I did finally watch it, I still enjoyed it a lot. But there was so much hype going into it that it was just, you know, like, can you blame me, man? Can you blame me? Do you blame me? The episode opens up and Yuta is essentially like, I don't really remember what he was doing. I don't know how you guys make these kinds of videos where you like review anime and shit. I'm gonna have to like go back and watch parts of this shit to like give a rundown on what's going on. From what I can remember, Yuta was basically helping people out of like whatever area they were in, like in the area that he just killed that nigga Daruv at. That nigga got slimed immediately. But he was moving like the citizens and people that were stuck in Sendai. And he was, I guess, just protecting. He was having Rika protect them so motherfuckers wouldn't just come in and just slime them out for no good reason. And eventually, this nigga, I don't think he pulled up on him, but I think Yuta just walked out and he just found Kurorushi. And that nigga was just sat there. He was just chilling, bro. Kurorushi just chilling, just waiting for this nigga. And they just get straight to boxing. Okay, actually, no, that's not what happened. So they didn't get straight to boxing. I mean, they did when they actually were there, but Kurorushi was first all the ants, and then he sees Kurorushi just standing there, just awaiting for shit. I don't know what he was waiting for. I don't know why he was sat there like he was hard or some shit. You're literally a cockroach. But the first fight does eventually start. Yuta gets into like, you know, whatever battle Ray stance, and Kurorushi just rushes this nigga immediately. Yuta blocks whatever that shit is. Yuta rushes Kurorushi, right? He down slams on, and I guess Kurorushi blocks that shit. Yuta gets sent away on, and he just starts swinging on his pole or whatever. He just starts stripping for the whole world. Somehow, I don't know how the fuck he noticed this. We don't even see them, but he realizes he's being watched, and he deduces accurately that it's two people, Uro and Ryu, and he's like, okay, I gotta like be careful, I guess. Kurorushi, he's low-key like checking Yuta. Why is he low-key pressing this nigga? He's like, why do you kill us? Why do you exorcise us? And I'm just like, you know, I'm watching this. Yuta's probably feeling the same way. Nigga, why are you doing that to us? You don't gotta eat these humans, bro. You don't gotta kill. He's not even eating them. He's just killing them for pleasure, right? You know, Yuta asked him the same thing, and he's like, I like the taste of blood. What the fuck? Honestly, if I'm Yuta, shut the fuck up talking to me, bro. What the fuck is this curse talking about? What is he talking to? What is he talking for? What is he talking about? Like, run that fade, bro. Yuta just starts fucking moving. Yuta just is going. Like, this nigga is moving and jumping across buildings. I don't know how this fucking joke came across that this nigga just walks really fast. I don't know where that came from, but like, I mean, it has to be true the way this nigga's moving. He's literally running across fucking like yards and yards of, like, he's running for miles, like literally going like a mile a minute. Not even, no, a mile is like every 10 seconds, really. Maybe even more. Like, this nigga's fast as fuck. He's fucking vaulting buildings and like doing parkour shit. This nigga's doing parkour. Like, he's just having fun in that shit. But as he's running away, you know, he's talking to himself and he's essentially, you know, talking strategy. He's like, okay, I can't reveal that I have reverse curse technique, you know, just for strategy, and I also can't use Rika, so I'm gonna have to do some, you know, I'm gonna have to do something a little slick to make sure that, you know, I get rid of this curse without really revealing too much. Eventually, they get brought to a stalemate, right? He uses, like, his sword to do something. I don't instantly fucking, he cuts that shit away. This green glob shit just fucking gets spewed on Yuta's eyes. He can't see shit, and Kurorushi just sneaks him. Somehow, Yuta blocks his fucking attack, and then they just start fucking wham. They just start going at it, you feel me? They like bink, 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 right? But eventually, this nigga Kurorushi, he just gets a nice clean ass cut with that cleaver into Yuta's shoulder, and bugs just start fucking crawling out of him. They literally, that shit, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was really fucking disgusting, gay. I don't know what the fuck, or whoever the fuck animated that shit. Y'all some sick niggas. He cuts this nigga. I think he cuts him again, and he just kind of has this nigga just like bent over, bad mouth, right? And he uses fucking from the positive energy of literally kissing that curse. This nigga's a freak ass nigga, bro. I'm not even gonna get into that, bro. But this nigga, he kisses the curse, releasing positive energy into its mouth. and it exorcises it. It uses reverse curse technique on the curse, and it exorcises it, or whatever the fuck, right? Immediately after this nigga kills Kurorushi, Uro just comes out of fucking nowhere. She literally just spawns out of the sky. I don't know how the fuck she did that. I don't know how her power allows her to do that. I know she manipulates space and shit, but she literally, like, she can just go invisible, I guess, and she just appears out of the sky. She's like, oh, so you can use reverse curse technique. She was just right the fuck there, just watching that shit happen, I guess. And she uses her power, you know, she sends this nigga back, I guess. She starts stretching her arms and shit like Luffy to attack this nigga. She hits him with a big ass boom, you feel me? And Yuta just gets sent flying. Like, I don't know, bro. These niggas are like, this is like conquest level battle. Like, this is probably higher than that. And then she just appears right away. Like, how fast are these motherfuckers, bro? How the fuck are people even keeping up with Yuta? Like, we just saw how fast he is, and then she sends this nigga flying, and she's right there again to just start talking to this nigga, and she starts talking to him about random shit. Eventually, you know, he's like, oh, how can you be just so eager for your own sake, right? And then Uro's like, you're part of the Fujiwara. You know, and I guess the Fujiwara, they enslaved her or whatever the fuck. You know, we don't really care about that shit. She gets mad as fucking Yuta, so she starts fucking, she rushes this nigga, honestly gets really close enough to kiss this nigga, but you know, he's a freaky nigga, so he don't even kiss humans. He doesn't, like, you know, he don't even get down like that. He's genuinely not interested in her. He only wants Rika and whatever fucking nasty cockroach that he can fuck. I don't know what's up with Yuta. He likes to take it from the back. He likes it, you know, and hey, all power to you, right? King, I guess. This nigga was actually terrified being in the grasp of Uro. Like, there was no sense of satisfaction from that. This nigga was petrified of the pussy. As they're flying through the air or whatever, right? You know, Yuta's trying to punch her. That shit's genuinely not working. She's not going for that shit. And Ryu pulls up out of nowhere, uses Granito Blasto, right? And he just third parties immediately, right? This nigga, as soon as he saw them both fighting, he was like, oh, that's free pickings. Big ass powerful bomb. And Yuta's like, okay, I low-key can't let this go unchecked because I got people that I'm trying to protect with Rika, but if that hits them at all, it doesn't matter who the fuck's there. They're all dying. So he's like, okay, I gotta go after this threat right now and just, you know, fuck whatever I was trying to do before. Just get this nigga out of here, right? Because he's a fucking threat. And Uro's like, oh, you want to start third partying now? You want to start third partying? She's like, hey, the Roof and the fucking Roach are gone. What the fuck am I sitting up here hiding for? Right? So she's, you know, for some reason, I don't know why, I guess for Aura, Yuta just grabs this random big ass pole and throws it in the air for the fucking blast to hit it. I guess it's like a projectile or like homing some shit. I don't know. Ryu's looking down at him. He's like, hey, now I don't know what he's talking about digging a hole, but then this nigga just pulls up on him immediately, just starts fucking boom, boom, boom. You feel me? And, you know, they're like, okay, all right, let's see what you got, right? After Ryu gets done monologuing about sweets and his afterlife and shit, I guess I don't really care for that shit. We realize, okay, he's a masochist for food, and then they just get straight to boxing. Yuta's really not worried about none of that shit, right? These niggas are talking about nothing right now. He's like, okay, we gotta get you out of here. They start boxing, mink, mink, mink. They just clash. They literally booty bump with fucking cursed energy, and this nigga Ryu just bumps him into the sky. So Ryu sends Yuta flying, and then he just shoots a fucking point blank, or not point blank, but he shoots just a blast at Yuta. He has to dodge that shit just barely, and then Ryu pulls up right behind his fucking blast, and he down slams this nigga right through like 4 floors, right? He comes down, and he just starts fucking shooting that shit all around the building, and it just collapses, and he crushes Yuta. He's like, oh, you better not be crushed. Yuta, he's on like a zip line. I don't know what the fuck, he's on a power line, right? He's on a power line. He's fucking flings himself back at Ryu. They start boxing again. Yuta eventually just starts fucking, he got this nigga a rear naked choke, right? And Ryu uses his blast very creatively to just blast against the wall, and he pushes this nigga off, and they go through the building again. But then this nigga Yuta grabs his fucking stomach, and he literally hits this nigga with a reverse pile driver like fucking Sasuke from Naruto. That shit, by the way, that shit was fucking brutal as fuck. If you haven't watched Naruto, or if you know what I'm talking about, I mean, that's contradictory whatever point I was trying to make, but still, holy shit. You know where he got that from, but he just starts swinging at Ryu. Boom, 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 boom. He misses everything. Ryu, I think he jumps into the air and he shoots at this nigga with a blast, and it hits fucking Yuta's arm, and that shit is just charred black tar all over his fucking hand. He heals the wound, but then Ryu just fucking blows this nigga through the fucking wall. Yuta still has the big ass chunk of wall on top of him, and Ryu just fucking down slams this nigga into the ground, and somehow that shit still has no effect on Yuta. So then, you know, Ryu's like, okay, you're not gonna call your Shikigami, right? You know, he's been watching this nigga close enough since he killed the roof. He's been watching this nigga, right? So let's just think about that now. So, because he knows about Rika, and Yuta's like, nah, because you're running amok in my fucking city, and we need to get you out of here, right? And Ryu's like, oh, that's such a shame. He's just luring Yuta in. Yuta doesn't give no fucks about that shit. He's ready for all of that shit. Ryu just starts shooting blasts at this nigga Yuta. He just starts shooting blast, and Yuta is blocking all of that shit, and Ryu's like, oh, good shit, my nigga. And he just fucking shoots a precise ass blast at this nigga Yuta's face. It breaks through his sword, and somehow this nigga dodges that shit. Like, this nigga is dodging everything. He just starts dodging every fucking shot. And from what I can tell, it looks like those are the precise shots that he just shot. He just shoots more precise shots at this nigga. He's dodging all of it, right, instead of blocking it this time. And Ryu's like, okay, good shit. And he just shoots a big ass granite blast at this nigga, essentially, right? And somehow Yuta survives that, and he fucking claps back with a big ass train, and he hits this nigga with the train. This nigga comes into frame and slams the train up his hair and shit, and he shoots this nigga at another granite blast at Yuta. Yuta punches the granite blast and starts dispersing that shit across his fucking hand, and Ryu's just getting a hard on at Yuta. He's just having the time of his fucking life right now. This nigga's having all the sweets. Fucking cheesecake, my cake, nigga. He's having everything. He's genuinely having in this shit. He's having all over Sendai. He sends this nigga Yuta flying. Immediately, Uro comes out of fucking nowhere. She's just in the sky, and she hits this nigga with a thin icebreaker and sends him back flying. And it's officially a fucking triple threat match now. Ryu sees her. He shoots a granite blast at her. She fucking wraps the granite blast around in her little space gravity shit and sends that shit flying back at Uro. I mean, no, Ryu. Uro notices Yuta's getting back up, and she's like, oh, well, I was gonna torture him anyway. It's fine, right? And Yuta, oh man, it's so hard seeing something so like a high-end shopper. I don't fucking care about that shit, all right? He's like, Yuta is running out, right? He's running out of energy, right? Little do these niggas know, Yuta still has, what the fuck is that thing? Rika. He still has Rika. And he's like, come here, Rika. Come here, baby boo. Right? And he puts on the fucking ring. Everything about that shit to be, bro, because again, I have not watched shit. Ryu notices that Yuta's fucking getting fucked up with these names, bro. This is a lot of fucking Ryu, Uro, Rika, Yuta, bro. Kurorushi. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, that's the easiest one to say. Rika's like, which one would you like, Yuta? Yuta-chan. But Rika's like, which weapon do you like? She just fucking opens herself up like a fucking dispensary, and Yuta's like, let me get the arm real quick, baby girl. The fight officially starts up again, and fuck man, a lot of shit is going on. Rika rushes Uro, and Uro's like, don't underestimate me, child, right? And Yuta, he uses his cursed speech that he got from Inumaki. He says, don't move, bitch. Uro's caught off guard by this, and she cannot move, right? And so now Ryu third parties again and takes advantage. He gets up, and he's just rushing fucking Uro. Uro's blabbering about some shit again. She's like, oh, are you afraid of me becoming my own person? Bro, we don't know you, okay? We don't know you. I don't know what the fuck the Fujimaru is or whatever the fuck. That's the first time, you know. You guys know when like old people like try and say some shit that like you're referencing, and they just butcher the pronunciation of that shit entirely. I genuinely like, I always wondered how they fucked that up, and I just did that. So, you know, my apologies, but I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care that much, bro. Uro is actually well, no, actually, no. Uro's cool. I fuck with... How am I gonna tell her what her priorities are? Yo, this, like, she genuinely believes that he's like a descendant of the people that enslaved her. How am I gonna tell her her priorities are fucked up? What the fuck? Nigga, I'm hell. Yuta attacks Uro, and he like baits the cursed speech, and she covers her ears because he's not trying to get hit by that shit. He baits her and uses Daru's technique. Man, I can't speak today. This is all your fault. Uro realizes Yuta's technique is copy, and then she just starts fucking monologuing again because Yuta triggered her fucking like fight or flight or whatever the fuck, and he starts blabbering again. Ryu notices this as he's fighting Rika, and he's like, okay, let me get Rika the fuck. Didn't happen, right? They whispered that shit. We all know. I already showed the clip in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna show it again because why not? Who cares? And then Kurorushi pops up. Why the fuck is the curse that nobody invited even a thought? Why is he here? Why is he here? Aftermath nigga. Why are you here? Talking about, I love the taste of blood. You're a fool. Like, what the fuck? And then immediately, they all start just fucking ganging up on Uro. I mean, I guess because she was the whole reason they even decided to start popping the domain, because she was talking so much and they got sick of that shit. But like, holy fuck, Yuta attacks her first, and then Kurorushi capitalizes. She slices into her fucking arm. She's like, ugh, bugs, right? And then Ryu, he sees her like I guess on the, I don't even remember. I'm just going off memory now because I remember a lot of shit. This is what was sticking out to me, right? He's like, hey, you weren't invited to this table. And he shoots this bitch with a granite blast. And she's cooked. She's literally cooked. She's wiped out. I thought she was dead. Apparently she's not. I think Yuta saved her. This nigga's a pussy. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Eventually they kill the fucking bug again, and Ryu and Yuta just start boxing, and they do the fucking enjoy your early. You're right. You can call me a LARPer. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Overall, it was not mid. It was not bad. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was just very overhyped, and I feel like they could have had a little bit more emotion in that domain clash. Like, this nigga got his mouth wide the fuck open for dick, same as her. And then Yuta's like, he's just talking, but I only hear him. I only hear Yuta. And like, you know, like they're yelling, but it's quiet, you know, like what the fuck? And then the timing was weird. Like they had their face show up and then they zoomed in and then they zoomed in again on their eyes and then they finally said it. I felt like it was weird. It doesn't ruin it. Like, you know, if you had reasonable expectations for the episode, I feel like you'd like it. And I get that and it makes sense. And I'm not, you know, but personally, I just feel like it was overhyped.